having me on!
Oh, because the stadium.
No, I'm not having it.
Stadium's very similar.
No, I'm not having that, Dad.
So 1-1. We'll see.
Cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm still.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the League One prediction series, which I am doing. Now, last week, Dad, oh my gosh, are you ready? I got a shocking score. I got 5 points. Dad, you did alright. You got 7 points.
And that was on.
And that was on the age of the captains.
Right, yeah.
And our guest, Fusion Josh, he smashed it, he got 10 points. Which means the scores, at the moment, after 2 weeks, okay, is I've got 14 points, Dad, you've got 12 points, and our guests have 17 points, so they are leading at the moment. So this is a big week. We need to pick up some points, Dad. Because we're top of the league, boys. Dad, where are we?
Top of the league.
Before we get into this video is kindly sponsored by our sponsors, OneFootball. So please, go and download the app. It is the top link in the description. For any information about your club... Stop rattling the paper before I rattle you. So, if you want to get any information about your club, any club, Premier League, any league at all, this is the app for you. Your live scores, your transfer rumours, OneFootball is the app for you. I couldn't recommend it anymore. Please, go and download it. It is the top link in the description. The best football app out there. So, if you haven't got it, what are you doing? Anyway, Dad, I think we should crack on. Please make sure you do leave this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below. We are on the road to 13,000 subscribers. And oh my, this is a big one. Are we ready, Dad?
Yes.
How are you making your predictions this week?
This week, I'll try to pick something a bit unusual. I've gone on the capacity of the stadiums.
You're having me on!
Round with the biggest capacity is that they're the team that are going to win.
Alright, whatever floats your boat, but we're going to crack on. And now our guest today is Villa on Tour, Max Stokes. Go and subscribe to him. His channel link will be in the description. But we're going to crack on. The first game, AFC Wimbledon, Accrington Stanley. Now, I'll make my prediction as I always do. Wimbledon, I've looked at their form and they have been on fire. Absolutely. So I think, you know, they're at home as well. I think it's going to go one way. AFC Wimbledon, 2. Accrington Stanley, 0.
Okay, Alex. Looking at the capacity of the stadiums, AFC Wimbledon, 9,300 seats, and they're playing Accrington. They've got only 5,450 seats. So on that fact, I'm going to have to go 2-0 to Wimbledon.
There we go. So the same as me. All right, Max, what are you saying, mate?
There's Wimbledon, Accrington, 2-1 Accrington. What a massive club. They're going to get the away win there.
Okay, the next game is Blackpool versus Lincoln City. Now, this is a big game. Both teams are doing fairly well. Lincoln City have been absolutely flying recently. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think Lincoln City will win. They'll get the away win 2-1.
1-4?
Lincoln City will win 2-1.
Looking at my scores, eh?
No!
Going on the capacities of the stadiums, it's going to be my indicator for who's going to win. Blackpool have got a 16,616 seater stadium, and Lincoln have availability for 10,120 seats. So on that fact, Blackpool's got more seats. I'm going for 2-1 to Blackpool.
This is a joke. How are you predicting on the size of the stadium?
That's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
Paul, Lincoln City, I'm going to go the home side are going to get the advantage. Again, 2-1 to Blackpool.
Okay, the next game is Bristol Rovers versus Northampton. And both teams aren't doing great, let's be honest. Bristol Rovers, I believe they're sitting bottom of the league. However, Northampton, they're not doing that bad. They've just been promoted from League 2. I think they're going to be really up for this game. I've gone for a Northampton away win, 2-0.
Right, I've gone opposite to you. The Rovers have seating for 12,296. Northampton have seating for 7,798. So, because of that, Blackburn Rovers 2-0.
Blackburn.
Sorry, Blackburn. Bristol Rovers 2-0.
Bristol Rovers versus Northampton. Northampton obviously recently promoted. I like the look of them. I went there a couple of times last year. Purely for that reason, I'm going to say they're going to get the away win. 1-0 Northampton.
All right, cheers, Max. We'll move on. The next game is Burton versus Portsmouth. Now, I know Mr. 4-0 is going to be watching this video and he's going to be like, oh, you better predict a Portsmouth win. Sorry, mate, but I still don't think you're going to get your first win yet. Burton, Portsmouth, both very, very similar teams. Both teams haven't really got kick-started yet. So, for that reason, I've gone for a 1-1 draw.
Okay, we're talking about Burton, Portsmouth.
We are.
Portsmouth have a seating capacity for 20,620. Burton have a capacity for 6,912. So,
Portsmouth win then?
Portsmouth is nearly 3 times as many seats as Burton. So it's going to be 3-0 to Portsmouth.
Okay, fair play.
Burton versus Portsmouth. I'm a big fan of Portsmouth. I like them as a side. Again, I'm basing this result off that completely. I'm going to go 2-0 Portsmouth. Decent away win for them there.
Alright, okay, we will move on then. So the next game is a big one. It's probably one of the biggest games of the weekend. Dad, Charlton versus Sunderland.
I've got, yeah, go on.
So,
what do you think? What do you think?
Big game. Charlton aren't doing great. I think they've won 1 game and drew 2. I might be wrong. But Sunderland, they won their last game. They are starting to pick up a bit of form. I think they're like 4th in the league at the moment. I think Sunderland are going to get the away win here. 3-1. Sunderland are going to win 3-1.
Right, going on the seating capacity of the stadium. Do you like that one then? Seating
Capacity of the stadium is mental.
With the small seats.
Yeah,
small seats, the small power.
More seats, more power.
Yeah.
You've lost your head. Look at that.
Hey, do you like my hair? I've dyed it blonde this week. Okay. Right, Sunderland. They can seat 49,000. Charlton have got a capacity for 20,111. So Sunderland can seat twice as many people. So twice the big, the stadium's twice as big. So I've gone for 2-0 to Sunderland. So I worked out.
This logic is just baffling me.
Charlton versus Sunderland. I think this was the playoff final a couple of years ago. I'm going to go with the same result. 2-1 Charlton. I don't know how Sunderland are getting on. I know they're struggling over recent years, but yeah, 2-1 Charlton.
Oh yeah, Farmer Jack. Oh look at that, look. Where's your greyhound?
No, look at me.
It's good.
We can finally move on. Hull City versus Plymouth. Hull City obviously sitting just behind my team, Ipswich Town, who are top of the league. I just want to mention that. Hull City are in good form. I think they're going to do really, really well in League One. For that reason, I do think they'll beat Plymouth. However, Plymouth might surprise people in this game. They both have done surprisingly well so far in the league, and I think Hull City will still win. I've gone for 2-1. Hull City are going to win 2-1.
You've copied me. You've been looking at my
I haven't.
Right. Hull City have got seating for 25,586. Plymouth can seat 17,904. Oh, pretty close. So I've gone for a 2-1 Hull City win.
Yeah, put it there.
We're there.
Hull versus Plymouth. Hull obviously recently relegated. I think Plymouth recently promoted, I think. So Hull, fair play. 3-0 win for them. That's what I'm going for.
MK Dons versus Ipswich Town. My team! My team! Ipswich Town, we're top of the league. We're away to MK Dons. I can only see it going one way. We have played 3 games in League One so far. We have won every game 2-0. So what have I gone for, Dad?
2-0.
I've gone for 2-0 again. I think we're going to win again. I think we're going to win 2-0. I think we're going to keep another clean sheet. Holy. 2-0 Ipswich Town. We've found momentum. We've found form. And we're going to crack on. We're going to keep winning games. And if we lose now, I'm going to be a meme, aren't I? We're going to win 2-0, boys.
You're not going to like my prediction.
What have you gone for?
MK Dons can seat 30,500.
Oh, I forgot he was going on the stadium capacity.
Ipswich Town can seat 30,311. And that means MK Dons are going to, well, I can't say they're going to win because they're so close. There's not many seats difference. So guess what I've done?
Don't tell me you've gone for a draw.
I've gone for a 1-1. I don't know, I did think 2-2, but I feel
You think we're going to draw?
Okay, 1-1.
You're having me on!
Oh, because the stadium.
No, I'm not having it.
Stadium's very similar.
No, I'm not having that, Dad.
So 1-1.
I can't have that. Max, what are you saying?
Right then, Alex, onto your team. MK Dons versus Ipswich. I don't like MK Dons. I quite like Ipswich. Ipswich, they're going well. They top the league. I'm not sure. Don't count me on that. But I think they're doing okay. So I'm going to say big win for them. 3-1 to Ipswich.
I'm still shocked. How are you saying 1-1?
Because the stadium's more or less the same size. Hey, 1-1. Yay.
You're off your head. We'll move on. Enough of that. And the next game, Oxford versus Crewe. I think this is going to be a 2-2 draw. Okay, simple as that. I think it's going to be a draw.
Right, I've gone for 1-0 to Oxford.
Really?
Yep, because
Okay.
the stadiums again are similar sizes. So going on seat power, Oxford can seat 12,400 and Crewe can seat, what do you reckon?
About 10,000.
Yeah, 10,153. Or 1-0 to Oxford.
Okay, fair play. Max, what are you thinking, mate?
Oxford versus Crewe. Did Oxford get to the playoff final last year? I think they did. They bottled it to Wickham. 2-0 Oxford. Decent home win.
The next game is Peterborough versus Swindon. Okay, and this is another big game. Peterborough have picked a few points up. However, they did lose to Sunderland. Swindon have really surprised a lot of fans in League One so far. And I am going to be very optimistic here. I might get a lot of people disagree with me in the comments, but I think Swindon are going to win this game against Peterborough 2-1.
Right, I've gone for 2-2. They both have, like Ipswich and MK Dons, are very similar sized stadiums. Peterborough can hold 15,314. Swindon seat 15,728. So Swindon should win, but I've gone for 2-2.
Fair play.
Peterborough versus Swindon. Swindon won the league, I think, last season in League 2. I'm going to go with 1-1 draw here. Stalemate, 1-1.
Okay, the next game then is Rochdale versus Fleetwood, and I'm just going to go straight up, say my prediction, no explanations. Fleetwood are going to get back to winning ways after their loss last week. They're going to win 2-1.
I've gone for Rochdale because they've got more seats.
More seats!
Rochdale have 10,249 chairs. Fleetwood have 5,327 seats.
So Rochdale have got to win because they've got more chairs.
They've got more chairs. So I'll go on for Rochdale 2-0.
Okay.
Over to you, Max, in the hot seat.
Rochdale, Fleetwood, no idea. It just sounds like a 0-0 game, so 0-0.
The next game then is Shrewsbury versus Gillingham, and Gillingham have been flying recently. They've been doing really well. So for that reason, I think Gillingham are going to beat Shrewsbury 1-0.
Again, the seating's very similar. Gillingham can seat 11,582. Shrewsbury can seat 9,875 people, supporters, if that's full.
Pretty similar then.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. Wow. Gillingham, Shrewsbury. I did go 1-1 initially, but I'm thinking, should I go 1-0? Gillingham, Shrewsbury. All right, I want to go 2-1 to Gillingham.
Ooh, okay, big call. Max, what are you thinking for this game?
Shrewsbury versus Gillingham. Went to Shrewsbury last season. Decent club, I quite like them. 4-1 Shrewsbury. Why not?
All right, okay, and this brings us on to the final game, okay, which is Wigan versus Doncaster. Two big clubs going head to head. I've got to say, Doncaster have had a very strong start. Wigan, not so strong. They did win their first game, though, against Portsmouth last week. I think it's going to be a very high goal scoring game. You know, there's always one game, one fixture out of the weekend that's going to have loads of goals, and I think this is going to be the one. Wigan 2, Doncaster 4. Woohoo!
Really?
Yeah. 4-2.
I can't do Doncaster to win.
All right.
Because I haven't got so many chairs.
You and the chairs.
Right. Wigan can seat 25,138. Doncaster can seat 15,231. So Wigan have got nearly 10,000 more seats.
Yeah.
So because of that, I've gone for Wigan 2-1.
Very interesting. And Max, it brings us on to your final prediction, mate, of the weekend. What are you saying?
Finally then, Wickham... No, not Wickham. Cut that out. Finally then, Wigan versus Doncaster. Wigan, they're in a lot of trouble. Doncaster, no idea. I'm going to go 1-0 sneaky away win for Doncaster Rovers. Thanks for having me on, Alex, and up the Villa.
All right, there you go. So we have just done our predictions for game week 4. Hopefully my team, Ipswich Town, can get another win of the season. 4 wins out of 4 would be good, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, comment down below any guests you would like to see on the channel. So far we've had Tom, Josh, and today's been Max. Next week it's either going to be George Achillia or Ellis away day. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for all the support. Dan, you got any more words to say?
Up the town. Blow-ammy.
He loves it.
Blow-ammy.
Oh my god. Right. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's see how we get on.
That's how many points we get this week.
Huh?
Then I'll beat you again this week.
Shut up.
I beat you last week on the captain's ages.
Oh, shut up. You're not beating me on seats, or I'm going to... don't know. Right, we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.